Boroda, good morning. How are you this morning? I'm really very well. Had a tremendously busy Sunday and it was all good. And I learnt something about myself yesterday. Let me tell you. So Sunday morning we had the Act of Remembrance in Usk and it was a big affair, well attended, and it went as good as we could have hoped for. It was suitably solemn. There was a message of hope, and we remembered appropriately. It was good. And I was very, very glad to be able to be part of that for the town of Usk. In the afternoon, some people then came round for tea and coffee and cake, and some of you were those people, and if you weren't, then maybe next time. It was a busy afternoon, but it was joyful and plenty of conversation and just an opportunity to be comfortable with people and to be hospitable, which is something that we've really lacked in the last 18 months or so, isn't it? And as I was clearing up after everybody had gone and thinking, well, I want to go and watch the Strictly results, I had a moment of, okay, we've done that now. We've done Remembrance, we've done Open House, turn to Christmas. And as I had that thought, actually I felt quite tired, but I also thought, hang on a minute, what are you doing, Sally? How quickly was I going to rush on to the next thing on the calendar? And was that the right thing to do? So preaching to myself, and I don't know whether this is useful to you or not, but do you know, it wasn't the right thing to do at all. I needed to stop and pause and spend a moment reflecting on all that had happened and just chewing it over to see what had been good and where the opportunities had been, what we could do differently next time, where the challenges were, but also just to dwell in that moment and absorb it and see it in its entirety and value it. And there's a lesson in there, isn't there, about our current culture and our need and desire to constantly be pushing on to the next thing, and our inability to slow down and to even stop so that we can properly dwell in the moment that we're in. And I'm so glad I realised that, and that I didn't go straight to my desk and start to look at what the next jobs are, and did instead think, oh, do you know, it was really good to see so-and-so, and, well, yeah, probably a little bit less baking powder in that cake next time. And how amazing to see so many people of every generation turn out to honour those who died in war, and to be able to offer an opportunity for us to take responsibility for the current generation's behaviour and actions, and just really take a moment to be with the day. There's a saying, isn't there, about only having enough energy for today and trying not to use today's energy for tomorrow, because tomorrow's energy is for that. There's a lesson in there. I had a little look in the Psalms to see what they might offer me as a way of encouragement that I was thinking along the right lines. It never hurts to check in with God, does it, to see that we've got our hearts and heads in the right place. There's a psalm for every occasion, of course, and I found a little bit of Psalm 25, which is one of my favourite psalms, actually. And let me see if I can find it for you. Oh no, sorry, Psalm 27. It's Psalm 27. Listen to this. One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. It's okay to stop sometimes and just gaze. Gaze upon the Lord, gaze upon the garden, gaze upon photographs and letters and conversations with loved ones, to just gaze upon the moment, absorb it and enjoy it. We do not have to rush on. And that's my challenge to you today. Are you going to find a moment in your day where instead of just rushing on to the next thing, which we all do, I am probably as guilty as anybody, are we going to remember to just take a pause, reflect on what we're up to and gaze upon the day? And part of that gaze is to gaze upon God, because do you know what? He's gazing upon us with great love for us. Great love. I'd love to hear whether you take that up or not. See if it's part of your routine anyway, or whether I've challenged you to try and do something a little bit different. We get very worried about stopping sometimes, don't we? And I can assure you that every time I've dared to stop for a moment and gaze, I've always been hugely rewarded. I hope you have a good day today. I shall see some of you, I'm sure, and the week will stretch on. And I'll keep in touch with you about the Christmas planning once I really get down to it. Lots of love and God bless to you. Bye bye.